Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Discover Me Talk Show. And today, as you can see, we have a very handsome guest with me today, and his name is Ryan. Hi Ryan.
Hello, hi.
Hi. So Ryan,
Welcome.
maybe you can introduce yourself a bit to the audience so that they will know more a bit about you.
Okay, sure. So my name is Ryan, and I'm a financial content creator from the page called Bujang Broke. So I create financial content that is either basic or about financial management or investing, and try to update as much information as I can to all my followers about what's happening in Malaysia.
So guys, if you want to learn about basic finance, you know where to find, right? It's Bujang and Broke at Facebook and YouTube with the same name again. So Ryan, I'm very happy that the when the first time I text you say, hey, you want to join my interview, you say okay. I was really happy, man. I was really happy.
Thanks, Vince. I also really appreciate that you come and we're like very on lah. Like you want what? Hey, let's do it lah. You just set a
Yeah,
date
yeah,
and let's go for it. Thank
yeah.
you so much for creating this kind of platform for people to watch also,
Thank you,
so
man.
that online everyone going, so we can watch and listen and learn a lot of different new things here.
Yeah, thanks, man. So this interview is very special. It's more about finance. So Ryan, as we can see from the newspaper, from the television and everything, not just happening in Malaysia, but throughout the whole world, how COVID-19 really affected us financially.
Yes. So actually, there's many different ways on how this can affect us. But first, right, let me explain about the different categories which has been used to categorize us, which I'm not sure you're familiar with, but there's three categories. There's one called the B40, M40, and also the T20. So for these three category, right, B40 are usually those who earn less 3,000 ringgit, Malaysia. M40 probably higher, more than 3,000 to 10,000 ringgit. And lastly, the T20, which is basically anyone who earns more than 10,000 ringgit. Now, this is just an approximation numbers, as the income level for the category really differs across the states in Malaysia. And it also take account to the cost of living and the wage that is being offered in the area. So for this three category, it was introduced because the government needs to know how to identify the different level of society, and then they try their best to assist them with the food assistance, the monetary, and also essential items, especially for the B40 category. And so personally, I'm not that affected financially because my work is still possible to do it at home, from home.
Okay.
But I try to look at it at the overview perspective. Those who are into tourism, hotel management, event planning, photography, arts, a lot of them are affected because it requires them to have customers to serve. For event planner, they have to meet them face to face to ask them, what do they want, when's the date, and how to execute this and that. So all this is done at a ground level. So the COVID-19 really affect us financially. It stopped a lot of business operation because of the movement control order. And we understand that it is very much needed to slow down the cases or even any different clusters of new cases. So that's why the government is trying to figure out how to move the economy. Everyone is at home. They cannot go out.
True.
And we all, even now, I talk to you, I can't meet you at the kopitiam like I used to. Or like, hey, Joe Yam Cheng, hey, Yam Cha, go and drink. Not Yam Cha already. What is Yam Cha? I also forgot what is Yam Cha already. 1 month already, So at the same time, right, the government really try to figure it out, and they are trying to work with all these private institutions and the SMEs. That's why you see how the government introduced the package Bantuan Prihatin to address the monetary issue. Because income, you cannot generate it when you cannot go out. So now the initial first amount that they introduced was about 20 billion ringgit around February, which was announced by, back then it was by Tun Dr. Mahathir, but followed by 230 billion ringgit, that was 2 weeks ago, by Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin, and lastly 10 billion few days ago, about Monday, right, if I'm not wrong.
Monday.
Particularly to address for the small medium enterprise, because after the 230 billion ringgit, there was a lot of issue that people raised and said, what about us, the SMEs, this and that. So they try to announce that to address every level of the society. So we are facing a new norm already. It's not back then whereby we can meet and talk to people, but now you perform all your office work from home, and it's really tough for people who didn't think about this before, about going online, going digital. But I do notice that there are people who slowly are trying to go online to, like, hey, it's their first time to do live auction.
True.
This and that. Like, I've never seen such thing. I mean, I've seen it, but then it wasn't that regular or normal But now it's normal. Dancers also level up fitness, not bad. They also do
even DJ,
exercise.
even DJ as well.
Correct. So it's very good. Musicians, all of them, they can share with people their composition, music, whatever they create to people, and see how they can get the reaction. So businesses, if they can go online, they need to just solve the logistic part only, how to transport their items from one area to another, to the housing safely, and ensure that they're clean, and make sure a good hygiene, so that people also stay safe and they feel comfortable using that sort of services So more and more, I really hope people will try to do and go online. And that's why the Sarawak government also keep going for digital economy.
True.
Back then, I was thinking maybe this thing will materialize 2 to 3 years later, but it is coming faster than what I expected.
It happens now.
It's happening now. So do it. Take your chances right now, because this is really the best time. If not now, I don't know when.
So we can say that. So if we're looking at the bright side of COVID-19 pandemic happens, is that it really pushes people to go out from their comfort zone. That is, instead of I'm like a face-to-face ground, instead I go online, I try something new. So this is part of the positive, right?
Yes. So I do admit that it affects us financially, but I think there's a lot of things that we can do to get over this kind of thing, to overcome this issue. So if you don't mind, may I share the strategy of how we can survive this thing like that?
Yeah, sure, definitely. Go ahead. I really love to see, because how different people, right, they have their own strategy of how they're going to survive through this MCO, this pandemic, because we never know when it's going to end, basically, or when the vaccines is coming out. So by providing these types of strategy, people can take a look at it and they can learn from it. So I'm really happy if you could share a few tips, few strategy for the audience and for me as well. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So I won't talk about investing. I'm the kind of guy who actually love to talk about invest in share market, invest in property, but this is not the main idea. We have to take the idea of investing away first.
Oh, okay.
We have to focus more. Really, we have to focus more about survival first, because your survival is more important than investing. No point investing when your current state doesn't allow you to do that. So what I suggest is, first you need to take the opportunity to learn how to adapt with this new norm, right? 1 month have passed. How has it been for you? Whether financially, whether in terms of health, mentally, this and that. Is it okay? Are you okay with what things are going? If not, you can still take your time to try to figure it out. Okay, how is it? But the second thing I hope people will do is to do a normal, just a basic budget recording. Okay, you can
okay.
just use a piece of paper, figure out the important things like your expenses and also your income. Once you expenses, you can just write down like everything. I can't really tell you what you have, because every person will spend differently, and uh, they they use different stuff, so the expenses all will be different lah. But basically expenses will be.
But one thing about this budget coding, right? Because I mean that we are fortunate in Malaysia because some of the banks like really extending like for 6 months without paying our mortgage.
Correct, it's the
And
loan moratorium, moratorium loan. Yeah.
Okay. So I mean that it's really
So
put some ease, right?
yes, it is, because back then, when if the moratorium loan was not introduced, right, if people lose job, they have to still pay the bank for their mortgage loan, and
Mm-hmm.
this will add a lot of heavy expenses on their budget lah. But now, right, loan moratorium has been introduced
Yeah.
automatically for 6 months,
Yeah.
and this is a good thing. But we have 6 months only, to plan what will happen next. I really hope that Malaysians do their part and do their best to please stay at home and don't let's bring down the case, and hopefully when the vaccine come, it will come and take over. Because what happens is this moratorium will last us 6 months only. What will happen after 6 months is we might not know.
True,
This thing might go longer and longer. Then that's why whatever advantage that we have right now, we have to save every single money. It is really, really important. Really important. No joke. Because after 6 months, the government already tried their best to help us for this coming 6 months. After 6 months, right, we don't know if the country has enough money to still come up with the second or the third sort of package to help us again.
Yeah,
so,
true.
So that's why I kind of focus on the importance of knowing what's your expenses and also your income. Do you still have or not? And then, for example, you just give a case scenario that this person have 1,000 ringgit of savings.
Yeah.
And the income is zero. There's no income already. But the expenses per month is 500 ringgit. So from this sort of simple scenario, you know that this person can last for another 2 months only.
Yeah.
Because 1K saving and been using it 500 to survive. It's either he cut his cost of living from 500 ringgit to maybe 300 ringgit to last a bit longer, or
250.
There's 3 ways lah. You control your costs, or you find other income that can give you income more, so that your expenses will continue to flow lah, but you got more income to support it. And third is to figure out what incentives have the government give, so that you can use it and keep you to stay alive longer. Right? And back then, right, people always said you need 3 to 6 months of savings. But now the circumstances really changed already. You can't go out of your house, so you need to sit down and plan to see how you can stretch it for 12 months at least to 24 months to be safe until, like you said, the vaccine has been found, the recession will come, and if you can survive over it, then you are good to go. Again, I can't tell you what to cut lah, because different
people have
in
different,
terms of expenses, different things what they use, and it's according to their financial health condition. So the main idea is, if your income is not surpassing your expenses, then it's at the danger level. So I've already 1 hour before this interview, right, I've checked online this and that, and I saw that in Sarawak, Abang Joe got and give like 250 ringgit for those B40 for the next 6 months, 250 ringgit. And even the federal government give the bantuan prihatin, right? And it was about 500 ringgit to 1,600 ringgit already, depending on your category lah, whether you are bachelor or not, or what is your household income. Anyone household income less than 8,000 ringgit, they can get like 1,000 ringgit. Household income less than 4,000 ringgit, you get 1,600. So these are good initiatives by the government, which we hope that the rakyat will not use it to spend on unnecessary items.
Yeah, true.
To buy clothes, to be tempted by all those marketing gimmicks from all these online platforms to sell you things that you want to buy, but then you don't need it now. Yeah.
True. I think that it's really come to, hey, I got this help from government. Now I got this money. Maybe I can spend it a little bit on other things. So actually, that when you got this money, right, it's very important that you know how to spend it wisely. Like what Ryan said, like you really need to do the budget recording and everything.
You have to plan for the next few months or at least 1 year ahead lah. And strictly that is for survival purposes. So once you can figure out how to increase your lifeline, stop the bleeding in terms of the expenses, then if you got more surplus coming in, then we can talk about investing. But for now, no, there's nothing about investing at all. It's really about your survival.
True. Wow.
So the things that you can do right now, I really hope that people also don't use that money to go for illegal gambling or black market toto, this kind of thing. It will deplete your money faster than you thought that it might change your fate, but I don't think so. It is illegal already for a reason. And one of the best thing that you can do now is, because everything is quiet down, people already, you can't move out, this and that. So for students, I hope that they take this chance to learn and grab the knowledge that they can. Online free courses are being offered out there, and a lot of people, even me, sometimes I will do reflection and ask myself, what do I want to do in life, this and that. This is one of the best way to take your time to quiet down and figure out, okay, what I know about myself, what's my strength, and how am I going to leverage on it, how I want to grow my strength and use it next time to make money or something like that. Yeah. And always find ways how to earn side income, which I can introduce to the public. That's why there's this page that I created, that Bujang Broke, which I also want to introduce. But again, I have to make sure that I test it and it's legitimate, it is legal, then I will share it. If not, then it's my own experiment. That's what I will always do.
Yeah, true. So I mean that for now, I think that the most priority strategy for everyone to survive through pandemic is like always plan ahead for 6 months or 1 year or 2 years ahead, and make sure that your expenses is not over. I think not over than your saving, right?
Income.
Yeah, the income.
Savings or income. And if let's say it's over, then you need to figure out how long you can last, so that you can think what other ways you can to earn the money again. If that person that can go online, right, there are jobs being offered, so you have to figure out, you have to see whether it suits you or what. Maybe do baking or what. There's still different ways that I'm trying to look into, so that people can try and do. But basically, online world is huge.
Yeah.
You can even do tutoring from home.
Yep. True.
You don't need to go to that person's house anymore. Just make sure that you are able to transfer your knowledge to that person, teach online, this and that. You can earn money also. But of course you have to search for it. You cannot wait, what am I going to do? Am I going to do
yeah, true. So I think that when it comes to like a very dire situation, right, I think that people were able to find a way for them to survive. That's for sure, man. That's for sure. Just by the story of Robinson Crusoe, you can see that how amazing humans are.
I even tried to plant money chai at my house, and it's working, but of course it takes time. First time when I plant it, nothing comes out, but after 1 week there's some leaves coming out.
Okay.
I don't know. I think people will look into gardening, into your own food cultivation lah. Go and plant it in the house and eat from your house. Then instead of going out and buy, try it out. Try different ways.
That is cool. That is cool. So just now you have mentioned that the strategy. Now I think that there is an idiom is that learn from your mistake. Okay, but this time I'll just take out the mistake. But what can we actually learn from this COVID-19 pandemic when it attacked us so suddenly?
Okay, so back then, right, people don't understand the importance of savings. But I think now it's a very, very important time to push it out. That hopefully after this crisis is over, I hope more and more people are aware that it's very, very important to keep emergency savings. And also the knowledge of basic financial management, to how to manage your money. You don't need to be an accountant to learn all these things. I've seen engineers and doctors also self-learn, self-study to figure out this kind of idea. But first things first is awareness is very important. That they know that financial knowledge, basics one, is important. You don't need to go for details. Go for like what I told you, to keep yourself survive and manage your money so that you know how to allocate for your children's education, for your food, your holiday, this and that lah. This one is very important. So second thing is you also hopefully that people will learn to know about themselves much better each day. Try not to spend too much time on smartphone and laptop, because now COVID-19, a lot of people stay at home, so they keep, I think they have the tendency to keep looking at their smartphone, and they forget about time, that kind of thing. So I hope people are aware that these are your tools to help you gain information, but the real life is about you, You need to learn how to, I hope people will learn how to balance it, to spend time with real conversation, learn how to take care of their health, because health is really important. Do some chores, keep your surrounding clean, that you can create the positive vibe. Then with this kind of positive, clean environment, it will help you to think clearly about what you want to do. And for some people also, maybe reading religious book can give you that kind of wisdom that you can apply in your life every day. Also, it doesn't matter what sort of religion lah, but as long as it does you good lah, practice it.
Wow.
And lastly also to spend time with your loved ones. I used to be someone who focused a lot of my work, so I kind of a bit irritated when like I'm so focused on my work, then suddenly someone call me, that kind of thing. But I learned how to I learned about that from this sort of epidemic. I learned about that about myself. So I start to understand that, hey, actually people call me because maybe they want to ask me to eat this and that. They care lah. So my response nowadays is, okay, let me finish my work and I'll come over right away, instead of wait lah, don't disturb me, I'm trying to think and finish my work, that kind of thing. Back then I was like that. But now I'm like, okay, I mean, like I'll come over soon, that kind of thing. I understand lah that people spend more time with your loved ones.
True. I mean that you give us like really good information of like about how the government introduced several packages for several tiers of citizen, so that you can able to help, and how you give us like prioritize on our survival first by knowing more about our financial status. And man, I really love it. I mean that even I really learn from you, like now, like for example, saving. like before this, right, you can see newspapers saying that 80 to 90% of Malaysian, they don't have saving.
Mm.
And
Yes.
now when this pandemic come, right, no income, then you realize that how very important is that emergency saving is.
And also last time, how to say, I always try to advocate that if they are working adult, like young one, if they can buy their first property whenever they can, just go for it. Because like you see now, right, people always think how to raise cash in such a short period of time. But once this bank loan moratorium was being enforced automatically, I mean, you can choose to pay or you can choose not to pay first. But if the person takes this loan moratorium, right, basically, if he's still earning income, he doesn't have to pay that probably 1,000 to 2,000 ringgit lah. So that money translates to his own saving, and it's one way to raise the money. Secondly is, you get what I mean? Secondly is, if that person buy that property, but he rents it out, not only he does not need to pay his loan for now, but he also receive rental income, and that is like a bonus extra income that comes in as long as that person use that money. So a lot of this, why I know this kind of thing is because I go and watch, I find out property gurus around, and I want to hear from them what's their perspective about the loan moratorium. And these were the few ways that they used to raise cash, but they also emphasize that use that cash to pump in for your savings, for your emergency first. Only when you have extra, then you use it for investment. That is a good way lah. Yeah. So it's interesting also lah. But the thing is, loan moratorium doesn't mean that you don't have to pay. There are interests, but there's two separate ones. One is simple interest, another one is accrued interest. Accrued interest is it's a little bit more painful lah, because compounding interest. Once interest start to compound, right, it's a bit more painful. But from what we heard from the banks is that compounded interest is being excluded, but you will still have simple interest lah. I did share the calculation at my page, Bujang Broke. So for those who I still see people who get confused about whether should they take it or not, this sort of loan moratorium. If I feel lah, for me, if that person is he buy the house to stay, and if he can pay the loan like normal, then just pay it like normal, so that he don't have to have an extension lah of a few months
6
or what.
Yeah.
Correct. You just pay like normal. But if you are an investor, right, people would say, investor as in there are people who rent from your house and give you the rent, and you are the landlord. You just take up this moratorium money, because there is one way to raise money quite fast.
Wow, that is truly another tips to be considered, right? Okay. Yeah. So I mean that we have definitely come like the end of this interview, man. And man, I really appreciate all the information, all the knowledge that you share to not only to me, but to the people. I mean that I truly believe it will be helpful. It will be helpful.
Thank you so much. I hope people will watch and share with others your video too, so that they learn, and hopefully it creates the awareness lah, that it can really truly help the society out there.
Yeah. And guys, remember guys, you know where to go, right? If you want to learn a basic finance knowledge, it's Bujang Broke at Facebook and Bujang Broke at YouTube. Okay.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe to his channel, like and follow and share with friends. Okay. And guys, we have come to the end of this Discovery Myth Talk Show, and I see you guys next time with another guest from different background, but with different story. See you guys next time. Bye, Ryan.
Bye.
See you. Thank you so much, man.
See you.